When it comes to back to school shopping, I feel like a lot of y'all are skipping the most important thing on the list, and that's gonna be your hygiene. Of course, having the best fit on the first day is always important, but I'm telling you, nothing's more important than making sure you smell good on that first day, but also the whole year. So in this video, I'm gonna be putting you on all the hygiene essentials you're gonna need for back to school season, and make sure to stick around to the end because I promise you there's not a single thing you're gonna wanna miss on this list. All right, going ahead and getting started with the first essential is gonna be a good shower routine. Now, whether you shower before school in the morning or the night before, you just gotta make sure you're taking a good shower and actually getting clean, you feel me? Make sure you're getting a good body soap that can complement the scents that you're gonna be wearing later on throughout the day, because you know we're gonna be talking about deodorant and cologne and things of that nature. So make sure you're getting some that actually scent stacks and helps you, build your smell throughout the day. Most importantly, you wanna make sure that you're actually getting clean. A little bit of sauce for y'all. You're gonna wanna do a multiple cleanse. Obviously, I'm not saying go overboard, go 3, 4 soap, different kinds of soaps, that's unnecessary. I personally regularly just use 2, but like if I'm going out somewhere, then I usually will do 3. First thing I always start out with is a Dial antibacterial soap bar. I'm not gonna go get it because I don't wanna hold a bar of soap right now. Get one of those, use that for the areas where the sun don't shine, you feel me? Really helps get rid of that smell and bacteria. And then on top of that, you use my first soap for like full body cleanse. Right now I've been using the Native a lot. I really like Native because it's clean ingredients, super healthy, and it also smells really good. This is the sea salt, and I don't know how to say that, cedar. I don't know how y'all pronounce that second part, but I've been using this one a lot. This is my go-to right now. Most of the time I'll call it a day with that. If I'm going out somewhere and I really want to smell good, then I'll go in with a third one. This one I did just get, like I literally just got it today. Like I filmed the video, like the hygiene video, and then I'm using it right now for this video, so I haven't used it yet. This one is a Cremo vanilla one, so I'm gonna be trying to scent stack it with this. I also did get some other vanilla soaps that I'm gonna be using. You gotta watch that video to see what else I got, but point being, I will sometimes go in with the third one just to like really lock in and have that like extra kick to it. So definitely make sure you locked in with your shower routine, because that's honestly just going to kickstart your rest of the day. Now of course, whenever you get out the shower, you want to make sure you're moisturizing your skin because you're going to be all dried out from just sitting in the water the whole time. Of course, we got to go in with a good lotion and body oil. Now I was just talking about scent stacking. Try to get you a lotion that's gonna align with that shower scent that you just put on. So for example, this body soap right here is bourbon vanilla, right? So I can go through after with the vanilla cashmere lotion, you feel me? It's gonna line up, double down on that vanilla scent. This isn't vanilla, it's cocoa body oil, but when you put this on with the vanilla, it's gonna work extremely well. But point being, when you come out the shower, you wanna have that long lasting impact. Going in with a good lotion that scent stacks is going to be key in making your freshness last all day. The reason I suggest the body oil, this is optional, of course. You definitely wanna use the lotion, but the oil, it can make your skin look really glossy. Sometimes it's like, it can get really thick and I don't really like the feeling of it sometimes, so I don't really always use this. But if you're really trying to lock in that scent and have it last all day, get you a good body oil. This ain't nothing but like $3. Honestly, this one is better than the Vaseline one, I can't lie. This is the Equate Walmart brand. Oil is a sealant, so pretty much when you have the lotion on and then your cologne and all that soap and you put the oil on last, it's really gonna lock all that shit in. Make sure you smell good all day. If you put it on in the morning and you have all your shit on, it's gonna last you a pretty long time. Now, speaking of cologne, of course, I gotta add it to the list. Having a cologne that matches all the scents that you just put on is literally icing on the cake. I promise you, you're gonna be getting hella compliments whenever you making sure you stack your cologne too, because obviously the lotion, it has smell to it and stuff like that, and the soap, it's kind of just there to hydrate and clean your skin. Adding the cologne on top of that, it helps bring out the scent of the lotion and soap just as much. It all works together like a big old system and making sure you smell good. So that's why it's important you go in and make sure to get a good cologne. Little piece of advice for y'all, the order that you want to do this shit in. Shower, come out the shower while your body is still damp. It's when your body's the cleanest. It just got out the shower. Put the first scent of cologne on, then you're gonna go in, put your lotion on, then your second cologne, right? Because we wearing 2 colognes these days, man. Feel me? If you're just wearing one, you may smell like some other nigga, but if you're wearing 2, nobody gonna know what you got on except you when you go in with that second one. Put the body oil in your hand, take the cologne, spray it into the body oil. The thing is, it's oil, so the cologne, it's not gonna mix in there. Rub it in, rub it on your body. It's like a cologne lotion, my nigga. And then that shit just gonna sit there. I just changed your fucking life. So you might as well just at least drop a like. You don't gotta subscribe. If you don't feel like subscribing yet, you don't trust me enough yet, I get it. But you gotta at least drop a like for that sauce. But moving on, we are gonna backtrack a little bit because I did forget to mention one of the most, if not the most important step whenever you're going to school, making sure you smell fresh all day. And that's of course going to be a good deodorant. I talk about this in all of my hygiene videos, and that's because it's just that important, man. Of course, this shit keeps you from sweating. I'm telling you, your pits, bro, the smell that they can omit because it's dark in there, the bacteria is building up, it gets real scary. I promise you, people will never forget that, bro. I promise you, if you stink, niggas never forget that. They're going to associate that with you forever. Trust me, I've been there. I've had the short end of the stick, man. And that's the reason why I make these videos, and that's why I, do what I do now, because I don't want y'all to end up like that. You feel me? So make sure to get you a good deodorant. Apply that shit generously. There's no rules of how much deodorant you gotta put on, my nigga. Do what you gotta do to make sure you smell good. Keep it in your backpack. Make sure you reapply it, because when you start to sweat and the day goes on, man, the shit you put on in the morning and it's like hour 5, 6 throughout the day and you've been sweating a lot, they say it lasts 24 hours, but sometimes it just don't, okay? Like, especially here in Texas, it get hot. It don't matter, bro. We sweating, nigga. We sweating in Texas. So if you gotta reapply it, do it. A little bit of bonus sauce when it comes to deodorant. I haven't tried this personally, but I did see this online. I've heard that I think it's glycolic. I'll put it on screen. But if you get a little bit of glycolic acid and you put it just a little bit, just 2 times a week, put a little bit on your pits, it's gonna really help kill the bacteria, and it's gonna help a lot with the smell. And then of course you can go in with your deodorant like normal, but you probably won't have to worry about the smell nearly as much as long as you get that acid and put it in there. But be cautious of how your skin reacts to that and things like that. Like I said, I haven't tried it, but I've heard that it works really well. Another thing we're gonna spin back on is whenever you get out the shower, man, you put on your drawers or underwear, man. Let me put y'all on some game, man. These underwear right here, this kind of underwear, the dry fit workout material underwear, get rid of that shit, my nigga. Don't use this shit for nothing else besides working out. If you putting this shit on throughout the day and you sweating, this is how the bacteria builds up a lot easier and it makes it smell a lot worse. This kind of underwear is not good for your skin. You don't want to be wearing this. You want to go out there and get you 100% cotton underwear, bro. This shit is a legitimate difference maker. Ever since I found out this tip, I have noticed an immediate difference. I promise you, an immediate difference. Why add all those extra steps whenever you could just cover your bases and not have to worry about that smell even coming up as much? If there's any tip that you would take from this video, please take that one, because that one I seen a drastic and immediate improvement in my hygiene and health whenever I made that switch. So get rid of all that. Well, you don't gotta get rid of it, but just anytime you wear it, change out of it immediately. Don't be keeping that shit on, bro. Go shower first, take it off, and then go get your food or whatever you gotta do. Just get that underwear off you. Don't use it for too much. Now, I bet some of y'all are in the comments on my ass because my underwear was looking a little wrinkly. Personally, I don't give a shit because it's underwear. Nobody gonna see that shit except for the us. And I mean, nigga, by then it don't even matter for us. Dog, yes. But point being, when your shit wrinkly and you don't got time to get up and iron it, you want to make sure you get you some wrinkle release spray. Now, my roommate put me on this last year, and I tell you, this shit is like black magic, my nigga. And I don't see nobody talking about this enough. Like, if you don't got this, get this shit. You literally, you take it, right? You spray it on your garment. Don't spray it too up close because it's just gonna make your shirt wet. But maybe like, let's say my hand is a shirt, probably hold it like probably about up here. You can't see that because it's out of frame, but you know what I mean. Just about that high. And you just start shaking the garment. Boom, shake the spray off, stretch it, you feel me? Smooth it out a little bit with your hand. Your shirt is not gonna be like it was fully ironed, but it's gonna remove a lot of that wrinkle. It's gonna be like the shirt was worn a couple times, like once or twice. I'm not saying it's a substitute to ironing and making sure your clothes look fresh and like taken care of, but let's say you're in a rush and like you really wanted to wear the shirt today, but you forgot it was in the dryer. That's something you can spray on there and you're gonna be good to go. I'm telling you, I've used that so many times. That shit has saved my life so many times, and I gotta shout out my boy Justin for putting me on that shit. But this is the truth. I promise you, it's not no sham. Get you some of this shit for the back to school season, bro, because it's gonna help a lot. But of course, if your clothes is coming fresh out the dryer, you never know what kind of dirt is still stuck onto the shirt, you feel me? So always gotta make sure you got you a little lint roller. Ain't nothing too much to say about this, especially you want to use this whenever you're wearing like black shirts and stuff, because it's a lot easier to see it on your black tees and stuff. And you already know we're gonna be layering up with the plain black tees all year round, and we ain't trying to have the hoes know that we had the same plain black tee on for the whole semester, you feel me? It get crazy out here, you feel me? Sometimes you just gotta reuse the same shirt. You want to make it look like the shirt's been chilling for a while, you can keep it in your bag or your locker if you got like an athletic locker. Wherever you got to keep your lint roller, man, just get you one. Next thing we're going to talk about is going to be something to put on your lips to keep your lips hydrated. Now, everybody's going to be a little bit different. I personally prefer using Aquaphor. I found this worked the best for me. Everyone just likes to use something a little different. Sometimes I use Vaseline. Sometimes I even use chapstick. All that matters is you have your lips hydrated, because when you're going through the day, put my shit on, my bad. You don't want to be going up to the girls, feel me, with your lips dry and shit like that. That's the same shit as like the deodorant shit. Girls also gonna remember your lips was dry, man. You gotta make sure to hydrate your lips. Niggas may think that shit gay or corny or whatever, but I promise you that shit is the complete actual opposite. That's pretty much the bare minimum of taking care of your lips. Not only that, whenever it gets winter, man, especially for my black folk, y'all already know how it get. Next thing we're going to talk about is going to be floss picks. Now, you don't need to keep this whole big old pouch in your backpack. You can just take a few. The reason I say having some floss picks is going to be clutch, because if you eating at school, you feel me, having some floss picks is going to help you get the food out of your teeth. Kind of self-explanatory, but it helps a lot with keeping good breath. Of course, you're going to be using them at home too. You should be using them whenever you brush your teeth and shit like that. This is an easy way to make sure like whenever you're at school, you're getting rid of the stuff that's keeping your breath stinking all day, and then you're going to pair it with the next essential, which I'm about to talk about, gum. I talk about this in all all my videos, there's a lot of essentials that get recycled, but there's a reason. That's because I need the hammer at home to y'all. They're that important. Make sure to don't open that shit in class in front of anybody, because you already know how niggas get. You open a pack of gum, they hand is already out, my nigga. Get you a pack of gum, keep that shit a secret, but you know, pop that motherfucker right when you get out of lunch, especially when you finish flossing. And if you're really into that shit, get you a little pocket mouthwash, keep it in your backpack. And last but not least, we're gonna talk about probably one of my favorite hygiene essentials on the list, and that's going to be a reusable water bottle. Now, let me tell y'all boys, I've also seen a crazy drastic increase in my hygiene and health when I started drinking more water. Really helped my skincare improve a lot. Y'all know I'm not really the biggest skincare dude yet. I'm trying to get into it, but I just haven't been the type nigga to start adding a bunch of products if I don't need to. I'm not saying I have the best or clearest skin, but I usually don't get too many pimples or breakouts or anything. Only thing that I really get is like dark spots whenever I shave and shit like that. But beyond that, I can really just attest that most of this just comes down to eating slightly healthier, and then like water. I avoid certain foods. Water, not only with your skincare, but just all around, you're gonna be a lot more energetic, be a lot more awake, like in school. Bro, like I used to hate waking up early, but just in general, like I would wake up so sluggish, so fatigued, even if I slept a full 8 hours. So I started really just backtracking. I started drinking more water, like before I went to bed, when I woke up. Don't underestimate how much water can really just do for you in all aspects. Just make sure to have you some water throughout the day, because trust and believe, this shit is like this is nature's hygiene gold, my nigga. You drink some water, man, you don't know what's gonna change in your life. But with that being said, it's gonna bring me to the end of this video, man. If you guys found anything on this list helpful, go ahead and drop a like, comment, and consider subscribing. It really means a lot to me and helps grow the channel. But if there's anything I missed, just go ahead and comment down below as well, because it's gonna help me help y'all out, and I can make a part 2 if y'all really need it. But y'all make sure to go out there and make sure y'all have a great school year, man. You know, go out there, get all the HUDs and shit. Make sure you're getting good grades, bro. You don't gotta get straight A's, my nigga. I don't really care. Just make sure you passing, you feel me? Have a little fun too, but just make sure you on top of your shit, handling business. But I'm gonna catch y'all boys in the next video.